I'm doing a brand partnership and we're filming it in my studio, doing like a cute little workshop. It's been really fun, but now I need to tidy up and it's so messy. This is like the bane, trying to keep my studio clean and tidy. So I'm all set up for my workshop. I don't know if my studio has ever been this tidy. So nice. So this is a content piece with a brand and they want me to do a workshop and then we're going to film it. It's all looking very cute, all going to be, you know, in their colourways, and we're going to make some scrunchies. I'm wearing this track jacket which I upcycled from a dress that I found in a charity shop, added the funnel neck and the contrast bottom. It was like probably this long, and then cut it through the middle and then made these really fun roses. I've had some workshop inquiries for later on in April, so I thought I'd kind of explain how I do that. I normally always will do a little deck alongside to show the different ideas of what I'm thinking if it's a workshop that I don't already offer, or also just to make it more bespoke to the brand, kind of showing if it's key charms, like different shapes that we could do to make them more interesting, or if it's like, yeah, a different idea. Like I said, I'll put together a little board of different ideas explaining how we're going to do it, like what I'll prep in advance, what will be provided, so the brand can really understand what's going to happen pre-workshop. Sometimes brands don't need these decks, and that's great, that's really easy, but I found recently it's really helpful to have. It kind of gives them more of an understanding of what's going to be going on, really helps them visualize it, and ultimately I think kind of helps get it over the line. Like, you're doing work before knowing if you have or haven't got the project confirmed, but I think it can help doing it. I think as a maker it's really easy for me to visualize things. It's really easy for me to kind of go from like reference to like knowing it will end up looking really good, but that's because I design and make all day, and I think for other people that isn't actually as easy a process.
Has a value, and that is what you're doing. You're not hiding the repair.
I'm doing a dinner in April with a restaurant called Apricity, which is this really cool sustainable restaurant, and I need to make the invite. So I thought I would take some of my drawings that I do each day, my nature drawings, sketch over them and add them onto the invite to make it really sweet and personalised. Just added in the picture from Photoshop, then just did a classic Canva. Something I'm currently struggling with is all of these little bits, like doing that invite still takes 20 minutes, and I feel, like I said in my previous video, like I want to be doing more design work. I kind of want to be doing these more like elevated pieces, like creatively just stuck with ideas. In a way, I have so many ideas, like know so many things I want to do. Hard to find the space, I think, almost like mentally, I mean a bit like time-wise, it's hard to find time, but also kind of just like mentally to like find the space to like do these creative ideas. So that is something this week I am really struggling with. It's super busy, it's like 7:40, been for my run, but I'm doing so many different things. First, got a call with my mum. She's really clever and she is helping me do some edits on something that I'm working on, which is very exciting. Then I've got an interview call with a journalist about how you can keep your clothes for longer in your wardrobe. Then I've got a call, my bi-weekly call with my manager, going through all the projects that we've got going on, which is a lot. Then have a crochet workshop for my studio space. We're making crochet bookmarks, and so it's like part of the Trampery, so they do kind of like co-working days. So that's going to be like a co-working crochet workshop. And then I need to finish up making some content and then get everything ready for my workshop tomorrow. I am safety pinning on the badges to all of the placemats. My final workshop and bit of work for the week, which is my workshop with Columbia. On my way back from the workshop, which went really well, but at the workshop someone said to me that they'd watched my YouTube, and only about 200 people have watched that YouTube, so that was just so sweet and so nice. And I also didn't share that I was doing this workshop because it was like the tickets were being sorted out by Columbia and by the Grenada girls, like that I wasn't in charge of it wasn't, you know, part of promoting the tickets or anything like that. So that was just amazing that the person had seen my YouTube. It wasn't necessarily someone who followed me on Instagram. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't, but so fun. Love it. And that also I've had some other really nice messages from people saying that they've enjoyed it and how I should keep going with it, which is so sweet because it also rained at the beginning of something and you're not very good. It's hard, it's just off-putting, isn't it? But anyway, that's really encouraged me to keep going. Thanks guys, so sweet. And that's going to be the end of this one.